Hello, we died on that stream. I don't know what went wrong. Hopefully this is working. Can you guys see and hear me okay? Let's have a look at the correct one I'm looking at right now. Weird. That's annoying. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know why. There's a new stream anyway. Don't know why that died on me. Hopefully we're back online and we're working. Let's have a look here. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. It just died for some reason. I'm going through a VPN, so to make sure this thing works. So yeah, but I'm not sure what happened there. So maybe it disconnected. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. So I'll have to catch up with the chat on the other stream quickly. Let's have a look here quickly. Just catching up. So yeah, Kane saying yeah, wholesale is slow. Yeah, exactly. So wholesale, yeah, you get a catalog of 1,000 products. There might be, if you're lucky, 10 that might be profitable. So yeah, that's yeah. Just Brad saying if you do the 1,000 one, no wholesale. Yeah, it'd be obviously replicating exactly what you guys do. Would be OA, 100% OA. So it wouldn't even be Cogita in there. Don't think. Yeah, I'm not thought too much about it, but yeah, new profit suite too. So yeah, Just Brad said he keeps forgetting, but I'm just going to quickly go through the old chat quickly so we catch up. Just Brad saying I keep forgetting about the sales gazer. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually used it myself, but I know it's free. So YTT saying, "What's the site with the newsletter list?" I'll get that to you in a minute. Let me give me a second to find that quickly. Um, Profit Sweep saying rent is cheap if you stay 30 minutes out of tourist area. Sure, yeah, it's like everywhere. It's location, location, location. If you live in the best areas, it's more expensive. They're paying 6,000 for four people. Yeah, Jack's saying Arborsource is game changer for sourcing. And then talking about freezing stuff. So cool. Let me get that link for you quickly. It is behind a sort of newsletter. How do I do this? How do I find this? Let me get you guys the list. It's a big list of sites you can sign up to for newsletters. So let me just quickly get that for you, and then we'll go from there. So, yep, here we go. Got the link here. I'll drop this in the chat. Then I can finally catch up with you guys. Cool. So if you want to sign up, there's that link there. It's the Ultimate UK Supplier List. I think 600 sites you can subscribe to if you want. Yeah, so sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. Dodgy internet's in Dubai, exactly. Don't know. I think it just maybe disconnected. I'm not sure exactly. And there was some reason it wouldn't reconnect. It might be OBS, to be fair, which is the software I'm using. I'm not 100% sure. So Jack's saying, do people set their reprices to undercut? Someone on my listing undercuts me by like 7p every time. I mean, I don't recommend that because if you end up with two undercutters, you're going to end up getting bricked down to nothing. And that's how listings get tanked. So I definitely don't recommend that. Um, So Profit Swoop says, don't forget VPN's legal, it's not doing anything illegal. So I don't think this is illegal, hopefully not. So yeah. 8K assured me it's legal. He's my lawyer, so no, it's all good. Um, but yeah, so that's the link anyway. If you guys want to sign up and get that UK supplier list. Um, So Profits were saying I said we should collab on a case study. Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking definitely been slacking a little bit on these ideas like that. We definitely should look at doing something like that. I don't know why I'm off center now for some reason. Definitely should do something like that. I don't know, is that better or worse? I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got these challenge ideas, so going to be leveling up the YouTube. I think challenges are a really good thing you can do that obviously people enjoy, especially if I do a good job on them and actually like make them entertaining. So that'll be something I'll be doing, and we could potentially do something with Profit Sweep. I think that'll be really good since I love Profit Sweep for Amazon to Amazon. Doing some sort of Amazon to Amazon challenge potentially. How much can I make from Amazon to Amazon in 3 6 months, whatever. Do a 6 months challenge and like keep track of it every 2 weeks or every month. So um, then probably if we collab, more than happy to push clips on TikTok, etc. of our account. So sure, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So you can take me out for dinner tomorrow, Spence, and yeah, Cheesecake Factory sounds pretty good on you, and we can talk about it at business lunch. But no, yeah, definitely. There's some really good challenge ideas I think we could do actually. What was the one that Josh gave me earlier? I can't remember now. Oh, I need to write this stuff down. I can't, oh dear. People do give me good ideas all the time, and I feel like I need to carry a notepad with me. Don't write it down on my phone. A notepad. I've got a phone on me. I could do it with that. Um, yeah, I guess I didn't write it down, which is kind of annoying. Um, what happened to the diet? Yeah, I mean, we're in Dubai now. There's no diet, so no, just you can go to Cheesecake Factory and be healthy. You can get the corn. You can get the meatballs. It's pretty good. So twice, yes, we avoid Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, you can do it as like a once a month treat. Once a week treat. But yeah, it'd be very easy to gain weight here, definitely. So I'm not sure if I gained weight last time I was here. I think maybe I was lucky enough to stay somewhat stable. I do find in the heat my appetite does drop, which is nice as well. So that does help. Um, so did I not take the Emirates first class notepad? Of course I did, mate. Of course I did. There it is. You can only get these in first class. So this is the exclusive notepad. But I'm not going to carry this around all the time. Maybe I should though. But yeah, so I took everything. I was like I took the pillows, I took all the amenities they gave you, the blanket. What else did I take? I took it all, mate. Yeah, took it all. So I wanted to even take a pot of caviar with me, but they wouldn't let me. So yeah, my mum wanted a pot of caviar. So Jack's saying on the Gold Amex, can you choose between cashback and Avios? You can, absolutely. You can, if you want to do Avios, you can. If you want to do cashback, I would say you can. They pay 0.006 pence per point, which is not that great. I can offer you 0.007 pence per point if you want to sell them. So I can give you a little bit more. I can buy the points off you, or I can arrange them to be bought for you if you want to get a little bit extra cash. I personally use them for the flights, but some people would rather have the cash. So get the cold hard cash and leave the flying for everyone else. I suppose is it depends what you want really. But yeah, you can do either. So yeah, I like the flights, but it is money. It's money spent. It is better value, but yeah, everyone's different, aren't they? Some people want the points. So Avios, you can't use Avios for Emirates, Jack. So you can use Avios for. I mean, there's British Airways essentially, but I'm sure you can use it for other ones as well. Avios. Spence is definitely more the sort of flight expert. But for Avios, you can do a first class flight to Dubai and back for 148,000 points, and that's on British Airways. He definitely doesn't, Brad. We won't get into this bidding war here. But yeah, so yeah, for me, it's 148,000 points, and that was a return flight with British Airways. Then Emirates was 190,000 points. So yeah, 90,000 each way, essentially. Just by getting the news out. What news is this? Have you done some sort of announcement in your group that I've missed? Let's have a look here. Is there an announcement? I've not seen. Not that I can see. Interesting. There might be one coming out at some point. Who knows? But yeah, if you do want to sell your points, let me know. And I've just realised there's a ticket I need to be paying attention to as well, and some DMs. Um, but yeah, so yeah, if you guys do want to sell your points, by the way, you want to convert your. I'm just looking at the stream here; it's so behind. If you guys do want to convert your Amex points to cash, um, I will buy points off you, a limited number. So mainly, motivation behind that is so I can treat my family to some flights. But there's also a brand new service coming out which is called Sky High. Yeah, Sky High Miles, and they'll buy the points off you. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I can put you in touch. And yeah, you can sell your points. I can make sure I get my commission out of it as well. No, but yeah, if you guys want to check it out, they're going to be buying your points if you want to convert your points into cash, and that would be pretty much an instant payout. So yeah, if that's something that interests you, let me know. So let's have a look here. 8K saying check out DMs and the product link. I will have a quick look, mate, and have a look. So this is your. I mean, I'm not an expert on private label, but I can give you a quick few little tips, I suppose. Picture's not too bad. Not. I mean, yeah, I'm not an expert. I'd say look at, and it doesn't look too bad to me so far. You got good, you know, you got some good bullet points. I mean, this doesn't make for good streaming, unfortunately, but yeah, so it doesn't look too bad overall. So you got some very good looking models there, modeling your product. So, but yeah, I'd definitely say Jacob says head they're scammers. Oh dear, but yeah. Um, so let's have a look here. Bert's is saying at the moment they do anything for EasyJet. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you guys want to convert your points to cash, like maybe it's not interested, you built the points up and you're not interested in actually, using the points for flights, and you just want to get some cash. But I think the going rate right now, if I'm correct, is you're going to get £700 per 100,000 points, essentially. And if you convert that with Amex Direct, you'll get £600. So you get £100 extra per 100,000 points. I'm pretty sure that's correct. So a million points would be 7,000. And I hope I just haven't got that wrong. But yeah, so yeah, let me know if you guys want to sell them. So Jack's saying, would you be tempted doing your own software for Amazon that's given you history? Yeah, it's something I did plan on doing when I first got into this. I just never got around to doing it. I've got 3 or 4 different software ideas that no one's done, which I think would be really good. I've got obviously ideas for improving existing ones as well. It is a lot of work to get that software built. It's something I might do in the future. I might just end up, if hopefully if I make enough money, I can just pay people to do it and get 2 or 3 full-time software engineers working on these things for me. I did amazseller.com. That was like the first thing I did. It was, built. It's not a bad tool, to be fair, and if people find it useful, that's cool. It's just, when I was quite new to Amazon, I thought that would be a really killer tool, but it's just not. It's not as useful as other tools. Let's put it like that. So, yeah, I was trying to replace spreadsheets essentially. And I think spreadsheet might just be easier than using Amazseller. So, but if you guys enjoy using it, that's absolutely fine. So I'll keep it going for the meantime, anyway. Um, but yeah, software, yeah, definitely something I'm thinking of, but only UK though. Yeah, I mean that's something I could actually quite change quite easy, I think. It's been a while since I coded it. To be fair, it's been a good 2 years now, so I'm definitely forgotten how I coded it and the sort of nuances behind it. But yeah, it's something I definitely might consider in the future. I can only do so many things. There's so many opportunities out there, and you guys will realize once you get your Amazon business going, you get some success under your belt, you get some, entrepreneurial juices flowing, as I like to say. You'll start to see opportunities everywhere. That there'll be there's so many ways to make money. I was talking to Spence about this today, and Sam, like especially in Dubai, but anywhere. To be fair, there's so many ways to make money. It's insane. And then once you change your mindset, and that's something I'm definitely doing now with my YouTube channel. You're changing my mindset. When you realize the opportunities that are available, you realize there's so many ways to make money. And that is a good thing, but it's also a curse because it means you're always looking at all these different ways to make money. And sometimes you just need to pick one or maybe two, but ideally one thing and focus down on it. So what's the hardest part of the Amazon journey? I'd say scaling the business to the point where you get decent amount of money. Sourcing is obviously hard. Sourcing at scale is even harder. But that's something that takes practice. And once you get good at analyzing products, you will essentially get better at realizing deals. So, someone could give me a deal and you the exact same deal, and I may realize that this is a killer opportunity and I might be willing to spend 10, 20, 50,000 pounds on that product. Whereas you might be stuck in the mindset of I'm just gonna get 10 units. And you may not have realized the opportunity that's there. So I think that's the biggest thing I found is that once you get really good at analyzing products and you get really experienced at Amazon, you get better at realizing opportunities when they come along and you realize, hey, Night 8K, thanks for joining us, by the way. You get, yeah, much better at realizing and taking advantage of those opportunities. And it's the same with business as well and things like that. So but yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the hardest part, I suppose. And capital is always an issue as well. You'll find that at first finding deals is harder, and then after that, you'll find that capital becomes an issue, cash flow becomes an issue. You don't have enough money to buy the deals. You're trying to balance paying off your credit card and getting selling products. It definitely gets tricky, and I think it's just scaling the business. So that's why I need to do more content around scaling the business. 8K saying, how long am I on for? I'm probably going to call it in about 10 minutes, I think. It is 1:20 here, nearly 1:18 a.m. So yeah, I'll be calling it in about 10, 12 minutes and then going to bed. But yeah, it's the Brad saying the experience helps. I'm sure you maybe buy the 10 units first, sell out, but then next time you read the deal better. And exactly, yeah. And to be fair, when you're new, I do recommend sticking to sort of 10 units. I think that's a really good number to stick with. That's what I definitely started with. Until you kind of get that experience under your belt, because you might think is a really good deal and it turns out not to be, or they might run into other issues like IP claims or whatever happens. It could be a compliance issue, and then you'll be glad you bought 10 units. And other times you'll be sad you only bought 10 units and that deal's gone. But next time you'll be, you know, yeah, you have more experience and you can go, well, next time I can get 20, 30 units. But yeah, I think having 10 units, it stops you getting in trouble. And I feel like in your first year of Amazon, your job is basically to stay out of trouble. Make sure you're not losing your shirt, going deep on a product. Which is why I tend to say to people, don't do wholesale when you first start, or even private label. Just tends to, you need a bit more capital to put into that. It depends on how much money you've got and stuff like that. But most people aren't super rich. They're starting with £1,000, maybe £500, maybe up to maybe £5,000. And you don't want to be spending all that money on one product or two products on private label and wholesale. Because if you get it wrong, and you probably will at some point, um, that's all your money gone, and then you'll be trying to sell your stock for 50% off or eBaying it and taking years to sell it. So yeah. So Antonio's saying, do you only sell in UK? So I sell in Europe as well, mostly UK. It all depends on the product. Um, I do buy products for EU, not as much as I should, but I do sometimes source products and I can see, oh, it's not very profitable in the UK, but maybe it is profitable in Spain or Italy or France or Germany. That's definitely an opportunity, the EU side. You do have to pay VAT on your sales. So that's something you need to be aware of. If you're not that registered, then that can kind of hurt your profit a little bit, with knowing that you have to pay the VAT. But yeah, I do sell, but mainly in the UK. But it all depends. There's different products. So it all depends. When it came to sneakers, for example, I could essentially, until I got banned, was buying an unlimited number of sneakers. So in that regard, I was happy to sell, maybe for £20 profit in UK, £30 profit in France, and £15 profit in Germany, and Sweden, and I was just basically trying to sell in every single locality I could, because essentially to me the stock was almost unlimited. So I was trying to get every sale as possible. Other times you might only have 10 units, and you're better off just selling it in the most profitable location rather than trying to spread yourself too thin. Hopefully that answered that question. Thanks again for joining us, Antonio. Probably says you do like 1,000 to 20,000 case study. Absolutely. So Brad's on his way for doing that. I think Brad, you showed me that you were. Hope you don't mind me sharing it actually. Well, let me know if you don't up sharing your progress. And if you don't mind, I'll mention it. So yeah, case study could be really cool. 1,000, 20,000. So yeah, Brad started with, I think it's roughly around £500, wasn't it, Brad? You're now at £2,000. Maybe more if you include your stock. I'm not sure exactly, but you've done that in 7 months. So that's just an amazing result. And obviously, this is just to keep growing and growing and growing. If you manage to 4x your £500 in 7 months, imagine what you're going to be doing. You'll be nearly at £10,000 in another 4 months. It might even be more than that potentially. So it's great to see that kind of progress. And say Brad start with 500. I think it's just around 500, and yeah, it's at £2,000 now. So it's kind of that's after paying your expenses and your software costs and all that kind of stuff. So that's really good to see. And yeah, so that was a amazing result as far as I'm concerned, anyway. And really impressed with that. So yeah, and it's just going to keep getting better and better over time. So Jack's saying second product I ever bought went from 15 to 5, and I got 15. It shouldn't afford lead. Yeah, here you go. So yeah, that's the why it's always maybe just good to stick to 5 or 10 units. I think 10 is probably a good sweet spot, but 5 or 10. Yeah, and then again, it's you're learning in the first year. It's all about learning. And some people learn faster than others as well. So yeah. So I was buying my sneakers from Sports Direct. They didn't ban me, to be fair. They just and actually they handled it pretty well. Sports Direct. Most sites will just ban you. They'll just cancel your account, no communication, cancel the order. Sports Direct basically said to me, we're happy for you to continue ordering on the site. You're just not allowed to order this particular item. So, that's fine. As long as you agree to that, we'll let you continue on the site. So they handled it actually pretty well, which I was a little bit surprised by. But yeah, they basically said no more of that item. But if you want to continue to buy on the site, that's absolutely fine. So that was pretty cool and well handled by them. And I think more sites should handle it like that as well. So I think if a lot of these sites are more transparent about what they did with order limits and stuff, that would be good. Actually, someone asked me earlier, actually, like what are the order limits on Latino? I mean, I basically got it from the horse's mouth. If I can find it somewhere. Basically, I asked them, and this is again, it comes from experience. You either do it, you order, or you ask, like, what are the order limits, things like that. But Latino, well, I probably can't find it now. But someone was asking me how much they let you order. Basically, the answer is, why can I not find it? I don't know. It was 30 units every 5 days, essentially. So you can do 3 orders of 10. Depends on the product and the brand, but yeah, essentially 3 orders of 10 every 5 days. So imagine being so big you can turn down volume sales like that. What do you mean volume sales like that? Was those? Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, do you know what? I think if I could speak directly to Mike Ashley, who owns Sports Direct, obviously he's a bit of a wheeler dealer. I think he started as a market stall. I think if I could speak to him directly, he'd be more than happy to sell them to me over, constantly. But it's just the managers at Sports Direct. For whatever reason, they decided maybe they were losing money. I don't know, to stop me buying. It's a weird one, really. It really is strange. But they're not wholesalers. I even offered to pay them more. I offered to pay them £10 extra more per pair. They said no. They said I'm not a wholesaler. So maybe Nike said to them no more. It could be Nike. They might have a contract. Well, obviously they do have a contract with Nike, and maybe that one of those kind of agreements with that is they're not allowed to do wholesale. So they're not allowed to distribute to businesses or wholesale. So that could be why. Empire saying if you start from scratch again with decent budget, would you do A2A, AOA, or wholesale? I would do all three. I would do A2A. A2A is really good, right? But it's really irregular. You can go weeks without a good deal coming on, and suddenly two amazing ones will drop in one day. See, I know people who do it, but I don't necessarily recommend you build your business on Amazon to Amazon, but you use it as a supplement to your business. And then you either pick either OA or wholesale. I don't know, OA is easier to get into. You guys, if you're starting out, you're not VAT registered, you're not going to get any decent wholesale accounts. I do know some people who, yeah, who have, so I'm saying Mike Ashley would have sacked him, exactly. Yeah, so Mike Ashley just cares about the money, so he'd have been more than happy to sell them to me. Yeah, wholesale's a really tricky one. So I would say I'd pretty much do it pretty much exactly how I did it, and that was A to A and OA. I don't regret this the way I started this. Honestly, I think I don't look back and go, I wish that I did that differently or that. Obviously there are some products I wish I didn't buy and some I wish I did. Yeah, I don't regret or think back and think, oh, I would have changed the way I did it. I think the way I did it is the best way, personally. So yeah, sticking to OA and A2A is really good. And A2A is like, yeah, icing on the cake, and OA is like your main profit, where you get, and A2A can be really profitable, but it's really irregular. Um, so Golden Lad is saying, what do you do with returns these days? I send them all to Returnify. So if you guys want to check out Returnify, I've got a link I'll throw out there for you. Let me find it for you quickly, and you can check it out. But and that's a new service that's dealing with returns. So it's a wait list, and it does look like a plug, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it does. That looks like such a plug. Oh dear, it's so funny. If you do want to sign up. Oh god, yeah. So uh, um last time I returned to them anyway, so yeah, to be fair, it's a service that was sorely needed. So no, no, it's all good. God, it's fine. It is kind of funny because Profits Week's been plugging himself all stream, and and then it just seemed like a plug, but I'm sure it's not. It's funny, but yeah, Golden, check it out. There's a link there. Returnify. They deal with all your returns for you, so you basically get them sent directly from the Amazon warehouse, or if you've got like a bunch at your home, you can just send them to them, or if you want, drive them to them in a van. And they'll eBay them, they'll get your money back, or some money anyway, and get that money back into your business so that you can invest it into new products. So it's a service that's sorely needed. I think returns are one of the worst part of Amazon, honestly, one of the worst parts. And it's really nice to have a service out there that deals with all these for me. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. We could have done Spence, I was just trying to get the stream working. I didn't even think about logos. It just took, yeah, it wasn't even wasn't in my mind. So yeah. But yeah, golden like returns are a pain. If you want to deal with them yourself, it's fine. You can do warranty returns. You can do, if you're feeling naughty, you can do a switcheroo. You can do like eBaying it yourself, Vinted if you wanted, or Gumtree or whatever. I just found it's just too much work to stay on top of things. So this is why I prefer just have a service like Returnify myself. I think when you first start out, you do kind of do it yourself a little bit. And then when you start getting a pile of returns, it just becomes a bit of a nightmare, really. So, yeah. Returns kill profit always seem high ticket items. Yeah, exactly. So, Keith saying, have I ever tried Joe List? I have, absolutely. I've even got a link for it. I'm going to just plug here for you. I've got links for everything, guys. So, my server's free. It all runs on even my calls are free, my mentorship's free, so everything runs on affiliates. And yeah, if you want to check it out, so Joe List is really cool, but it's not perfect. So it allows you to list your Amazon inventory onto eBay. It even has like an auto listing thing that doesn't always work, but it does work a lot of the time. And yeah, basically lets you list your Amazon inventory onto eBay, and then when someone actually makes an order on eBay, it will automate the fulfillment. So not many people realize you can do third-party fulfillment through Amazon using your inventory. You can even do it manually if you want. If you go to your inventory, go to the little inventory page, pick an item of inventory, go to the right-hand side, go to the little ellipsis menu, the three buttons, three dots. Click on that, and then think it's fulfillment by Amazon, something like that. I think it is. There's an option there. You can actually send your stock to someone, but Joe Listen does this automatically. It's not perfect, but it's actually kind of a really cool tool. And there's a link there as well if you want. So, Prophet was saying, have you tried Hurricanes Grill in JBR? Yes, I went there the first time I was here. I got a burger. The portion sizes were ridiculous. The burger wasn't even that nice. I was not a fan myself. I'm willing to try it again, maybe get some ribs or something. Might be better. But yeah, I thought the portion sizes were just horrendously bad, or big, I should say. And just like, yeah, it was mental. And the burger I just didn't think was that good. But yeah, no problem there, Keith. So give it a try. It's not perfect, like I said. It's a little bit not glitchy, but the listing feature can be annoying, mainly because eBay have so many restrictions on there. But yeah, so would Amazon fulfill items to eBay that are hard gated so no one could create an Amazon listing? The problem is, it's an interesting one. I'm not sure. Not problem is, I'm not sure how you get them into Amazon. If they were already there and then they went hard gated, in theory, before they get removed, stranded units, you could eBay them and fulfill them through Amazon. But if they're already hard gated and you can't actually send them in, then I don't see how you can sell them, fulfill them through Amazon. I'm not sure how that would work. But it's something maybe worth investigating actually. So, that could be something that could be interesting. But yeah, I'm not sure on that one. So it's an interesting question actually. Cloud, you ask all the interesting questions. You make me think. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, Prophet. I'm also logging off as well now, guys. I'm absolutely shattered. It is 1:32 here in Dubai in the morning, so it is a bedtime for me. But I really do appreciate everyone joining me. I apologize for the stream being a little bit messed up today, and I'll definitely sort it out for next time on Wednesday. I will. Yeah, thanks, Stanners. Appreciate it. You jumping on. It's good to see you back again, actually, mate. Hope everything's going well in your new station for you. And yeah, it's yeah, I do apologize to stream, but next time we'll do Wednesday. I might end up streaming from the Profit Sweep pad potentially, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, it'll be set up better as well. So we might even have some guests on as well. We'll have to see. Thanks, everyone. I do appreciate it, everyone, and have a good evening. Okay, bye.